Hello everyone, my name is Abby Bliss White and welcome to my channel. I am back from Italy. I am a bit jet lagged, but I am so excited to be back home, to be filming again, and I have all sorts of fun goodies to share with you. So today I thought I would do a bit of a casual, chatty, get ready with me. I better emphasize this will be chatty, so if that is not your cup of tea, you may want to skip this one. But I thought today I would do a quick, easy makeup look, kind of talk about my trip to Italy, show you some of the things that we hauled while we were there, and some of the things that were waiting for me when I got home. So if you're interested in seeing how I created this easy look using some new goodies that I picked up, as well as sharing my Italian haul, kind of share some of the highlights, a low light from our trip, then let's go ahead and get started. Hello everyone! We desperately need to put some makeup on this face. I am majorly jet lagged, but I have so many fun things to share with you. I just thought I would pop on, do a casual get ready with me, and some of the travel essentials that I just kind of fell in love with and highly recommend if you are about to travel this summer. So first of all, I want to share a multi-moisture mask that showed up before I left town, and this is from the brand Sonsie, and this is actually a brand that Pamela Anderson has created. I was didn't know she was in the skincare biz, but this showed up right before I left and I took it with me, and this was like a miracle product for me. So this is a multi-moisture mask. You can use this as a mask, put it on your face, leave it on for 20 minutes, and then sort of rub in the anything that's left over on your skin kind of as a serum. You can sleep in this mask, which is what I did. I used this on the plane. It was a complete lifesaver because planes just suck the life out of your skin. That's what I'm feeling like this morning. And then also you can use this just as a light daily moisturizer. So this product is basically loaded with glycerin, hyaluronic acid, and prickly pear, and it's kind of simple. It's a clean brand, it's vegan, and it literally was a complete lifesaver for me in Europe. Between travel, it was like super hot, humid, just different water, lack of sleep, and I swear this just sort of infused my skin with moisture, and it was just such a great product. So I would slather this on when I was on the plane, and it was just funny because my skin would just like absorb it so much because it was so dehydrated. So I'm not looking my best this morning, guys. Forgive me. It's going to take me like a week to kind of get back on schedule, get into my routine, but we had the best trip ever and I missed you all so much. Another product that was a lifesaver, I'm going to prep my lips with. I can't read, so we're definitely putting on my little readers here. And the next thing that was a lifesaver was this product from Raffia here. This is the Advanced Lip Serum. This stuff is amazing, and this product saved my lips, but I kind of just used it wherever I needed it, like kind of put it into these little folds here. This is an amazing lip product that just hydrates, plumps up your lips. And I really found this to be a lifesaver. I kind of kept it in my purse and just put it on whenever I needed it. Just such a great overall lip prep product. Those were two sort of lifesaver products that I needed. I feel like my skin needs a little TLC since I've been home. But before we go ahead and put base on and such, I wanted to give a little shout out for those of you that told me that I needed to get the packing cubes. I have successfully unpacked my bags, but I picked up these Bagail packing cubes from Amazon. They were inexpensive, but these are a game changer. I have never used travel cubes before, but this set completely keeps me organized. There's I think there's two compression ones where you can you know, compress your clothes in there to allow for more space. I'm just a complete convert into the cube packing. It was just transformational for me, and I will link the ones that I bought. It comes with a set, I think it's like 7 different ones, and it has everything you need. But thank you for kind of telling me I needed to get those. Because now I am definitely a packing cube convert. Really helped me, and my daughter also had previously bought some cubes, but like, they truly help you pack, stay organized, and I did a much better job of packing this time, but I still brought too much stuff. But the best part is that we already have a trip in the works for next summer back to Italy, to a couple different places. My daughter will be graduating from college, huge accomplishment, and she just had the most amazing experience that just made us so happy. I apologize in advance if I'm all over the map again. Bit jet lagged, but let's go ahead and start with a new product that I picked up while I was traveling, and that was the new Charlotte Tilbury. This is the Unreal Skin Sheer Glow Tint Hydrating Foundation Stick. I love a little stick foundation, and I ended up picking this up in actually the shade 6. I had a little bit of sun while I was there. I tried not to, and while I'm thinking about it, I want to give a shout out to my absolute favorite hat. I had purchased this hat from Jenni, Kayne. I completely wore this throughout my entire trip. It was the absolute best hat ever. I just love it. It is the best hat because it's packable. It is the best hat because it is totally packable. But it does keep its shape, and this is something that I wore every single day on the trip, I think, except till we got to Milan, where it was a little bit more rainy, it was a little bit cooler. We were actually a little excited after being in such intense hot weather in Rome and Palermo. But let me go ahead and put this stick on. And this product is basically Charlotte Tilbury's Flawless Filter, but in a stick foundation. So it gives your skin just this really beautiful, kind of nice glowy look. And let me give you a little swatch of 6. And I was debating, 5 was not the right color, and I'm usually like a 4 in Charlotte. Okay, let me focus on putting some makeup on the skin. But basically, if you love Flawless Filter, yep, I'm even gonna put it under my bags here, and you like a little stick, this is so hydrating, gives you really gorgeous glowy skin, definitely gives you like a little filter on your skin, and I personally love it. But I do think that this product, like, it's called a foundation, but I honestly think of it as just a stick version of the Flawless Filter, which kind of took me a little bit of time to figure out what that product was. So I kind of think of this product as you know, it can kind of be a primer. It can be great for just running errands, like if you just want a little filter on the skin, you can real quick, and it's gonna just give you this really healthy skin look. But I do like to go in with a little extra coverage with the next product I'm gonna use that I personally love. But this was one of these products I picked up and have really been enjoying. So I have this in the shade 6, and this is what it looks like so far. And again, my skin is not in tip-top shape right now, so don't judge this product. Give me about a week and then we can revisit it. But then we're going to come in with one of my new favorite products. This is the Farah Hamade. This is her Essential Face Palette, and I have this in the shade Beurre, and I love this. So this down here, it has 2 different formulas. This one's going to be sort of a velvety matte, and then up here is going to be sort of a dewy hydrating formula. And I definitely needed to use the velvety matte side when I was in Italy because it was definitely hot and humid. And what I like to do is just come in, and you can use this as your foundation, as your concealer. It just is such a versatile product. I love, love, love it. So I'm just going to come in here. So I am just coming in here and going to give my skin a little extra coverage. Okay, kind of evened out my skin, and then I am going to use my Victoria Beckham, her contour stick in Marble, as well as one of my new favorite blushes, the new Coquette. And we're just going to quickly put this on so I can dive into some goodies, some of the other goodies that I got. But one of the highlight takeaways that I am absolutely loving is I fell in love with cappuccinos when I was in Italy. Their coffee scene is amazing, and we have come home and we're like, we're gonna invest in a cappuccino espresso maker. So if you already have one you love, let us know. We're looking at several different things. In the meantime, I have Nespresso, and it does make espresso, so we probably don't need one, but of course that's like our fun little takeaway. I was enjoying their whole kind of cappuccino scene there. And the best part about going to Italy was basically you're gonna walk till you drop, you get to eat whatever you want. I got to enjoy the pasta, the pizzas, gelato, you know, cappuccinos with real milk and such. But when I came home, luckily, kind of all evens out, and everything over there is just like fresh, and the tomatoes over there are just like they taste like the best tomatoes I've ever had in my whole life. And we did have some of the best food. And it kind of made me sad because coming home, I just know I'm not going to be able to get that kind of tomatoes here. They were just so delicious with the like fresh burrata. I literally was like, oh my gosh, I could eat this kind of caprese salad every day. I'm using this on my eyes here. We're just doing quickie today. Simple, easy summer makeup. Okay, then I am going to put on favorite new blush. This is Westman Atelier's Coquette. And this is just such a fresh, vibrant blush color. I just absolutely love this, and I'm just going to take it directly from the bullet. But is this not the best color ever? This was a product I took with me, and I think I wore it like every single day. Don't worry, I'm going to blend it out. And I actually would kind of put this on my eyes as well. So this was kind of my go-to quick and easy makeup that I did in Italy. And so we spent a couple days in Rome, and then we went to Palermo, and we flew on Ryanair. It was like so cheap, and I have to say it was just like a quick little popover, 45 minutes flight, and Palermo was completely amazing. I highly recommend kind of taking that little jaunt if you like kind of going back in time. Like it's kind of a decrepit but vibrant city, if that makes sense. You literally just feel like you're going back in time, walking the streets. It was just so much fun. To be in Sicily, that was one place my husband really wanted to go because he had family that lived in Sicily and had always kind of wanted to go and check it out, and just like has some really interesting contrasts. And that city just has a different energy to it. We spent about 2.5 days exploring there, and we just really, really enjoyed our time. That was my husband, my son, and I. We got to kind of do that together while Zoe was finishing up her program. We went to breakfast at this awesome place. I will get the name. I will make sure to list that below. But the gentleman there was just like so sweet. He walked through the entire menu with us in English, and then he gave us a couple local places to eat at night, and we went to all the suggestions that he gave us, and we're so appreciative. And one of his suggestions was sort of like an old school, true Sicilian restaurant. We got the best fresh fish of our lives, and it was like table service. It was like truly old school, and it was just such a cool experience to kind of eat where the locals eat. So I will leave the restaurant recommendations down below because I know I'm gonna butcher the pronunciation. I'm not even gonna try. I'm going to set everything with my Swede Miracle Powder. Yep, this went with me on the trip, and I still absolutely love this Miracle Powder foundation. So I'm just gonna kind of set everything here. Okay, quick eyes. Yep, I'm going to be using my Victoria Beckham eye pencils. This was pretty much my go-to look the whole time, but I just love them. And actually, my favorite is cinnamon. And today I'm actually going to do a combination with cocoa and cinnamon. I love cinnamon kind of like eyeshadow. It's just the perfect bronze color. But I'm first going to go in with cocoa and just do a little line here. Now, these pencils do smudge a bit, but once they dry down and stay put. So just know there'll be a little bit of kind of smudginess, but that's what I kind of love about them because it's sort of like lived in makeup and really easy. You don't have to be precise. And this is my cinnamon color that I'm putting kind of on top of that cocoa. And then a little bit of the cocoa kind of naturally gravitates onto my bottom waterline, which I don't mind. Again, this is like easy, smudgy, smoky eye look. And then I just kind of come in with the sponge side and my finger, and then just kind of smudge or blend this together. Okay, easy smoky eye. And then for mascara, I ended up picking up Rare Beauty's Volumizing Mascara. As of course I left my mascara at home. This is a very important part of my routine. And so I decided to go ahead pick this up. I was asking the people at Sephora, you know, what their favorite mascara was. And I told them that I like more traditional brushes. And they told me I should give this one a try from Rare Beauty. And I have to tell you, this is an amazing mascara. So we've got a new love here. And it just gives you really nice volumized fluttery lashes. Bam! Okay, so love that mascara. And then I picked up one of the Ilia, their new Lip Sketch Hydrating Crayon. And you guys, I have completely fallen in love with these. And I picked this up in the shade Genre. It is a mauve brown color. And to me, it is just perfection. And these crayons, it's fantastic because it's a lip liner as well as a lipstick. They are really moisturizing, they are long lasting, and I just completely fell in love with this formula. I want to pick up a few more of these because they're easy and really comfortable. Then I will take my finger here and I would often just wear this pencil, but I also would top it with one of my favorite Chanel Cocoa Bombs. And this one is in Pink Delight. And I have to tell you, this is like a perfect little color here. And it looks fantastic on top of this Ilia right here. So this is Pink Delight, and this is one of the lipsticks that I took with me and pretty much wore throughout our trip. And just gonna top that. And so Pink Delight, it is just a perfect, exactly kind of pinky nude color, just perfection. Okay, now that we have got my face on, those were just some things I wanted to share with you that I completely was leaning on throughout the trip. And then I have some fun things to show you that I hauled, as well as some things that I had waiting for me once I got home. So unfortunately, we got the full Roman experience. My husband did get pickpocketed when we were in Rome that I will tell you put a bit of a damper on our trip or our time in Rome. We were walking to the Borghese Gallery. We were so excited to go. And Rome in the summer is a very popular destination, and especially in the more tourist areas, you really do need to be careful. We were kind of walking single file, kind of on the way up to the Borghese Gallery. A couple came in. It kind of felt weird. It got in between my husband and I on a very narrow single file kind of walkway, and the next thing you know, there was like a little bit of a distraction, and then they were like poof, gone, and my husband's wallet was gone. So lo and behold, we didn't get to go to the Borghese Gallery. Immediately had to like put a freeze on his cards, go back to the hotel and all of that. So definitely had a little bit of drama and excitement, but I'm really proud of my husband. That's like his worst nightmare, and you know, we definitely had a moment or so, but he did not let that little indiscretion ruin our trip. I will say we were done with Rome. Don't know if we really want to go back there. It was just multiple things that happened there with hotel rooms and getting pickpocketed and things like that, that I think we're going to skip that destination next time. But then we did take a train over to Milan, and we absolutely fell in love with Milan. So the highlights of our trip, I would say, was Palermo, Milan, and of course my daughter had the best time, but she did get to also travel every weekend throughout the program. Got to go to Dubrovnik, Croatia, which she definitely said was just beautiful. That's definitely on my list. She went to the Amalfi Coast, of course, Florence. I love Florence. We opted not to go this trip since she was going, but that's like one of my favorite spots ever. But Milan was the highlight of the trip for all of us. The nicest people ever. We stayed at the Urban Hive Hotel, which I highly recommend. Like literally, our whole entire experience was amazing there. The hotel's kind of a modern hotel, but the people is what made it. Is they were just so awesome. They got us cars, they got us into restaurants. We had the best breakfast every day at the hotel. It truly is like a great place to stay in a great fun neighborhood. So highly recommend the Urban Hive, and want to give those people a huge shout out because literally the staff is amazing. Everybody that we encountered in Milan were just like so freaking friendly and nice. So truly highlight. We're definitely going to go back to Milan. I sort of feel like it is, you know, has Paris vibes, has all the great shopping, but just like this super friendly vibe. But the people in Milan are just so freaking nice. Food in Milan was the absolute best, and the shopping clearly was amazing there. So I picked up 2 pairs of shoes. So the first pair of shoes are from Hogan, and these are the Hogan sneakers, and honestly I have to tell you, these are like the most comfortable sneakers ever. Basically they have like memory foam. When you sink your feet in here, they just are like little pillows. And after days and days of walking miles and miles, this was a definite, like, I put my feet in them and I was like, I have got to get these. I also love the aesthetic of these shoes. They are just so light, number one. So I do have some Chloe sneakers that are kind of like chunky like this, but they are like a little bit heavy, versus these are like truly lightweight. They're just like little pillows on my feet. I ended up getting the taupe color. I had tried on like a really cute kind of green color, but I just felt like the taupe were a little bit more versatile here. So many cute styles. I'm just gonna go ahead and tell you this is gonna be the first of many sneakers because I love the aesthetics, but if you're someone who is maybe a little bit older and your feet are becoming of a concern, you need comfortable sneakers but you want to be chic, Hogan's are the way to go, and I just love these. Again, there's so many other designs that I liked, but this was the pair I went with. This is an Italian brand, and in this particular style, they fit true to size. So I wear a size 7, and this is a size 7. So generally in like sneakers and such, I will maybe go up like half a size just to have a little extra room. I did not need to do so with this at all, and I just think they are so cool. These are leather sneakers. It's got the kind of like the little H here. They have some cool ones that kind of look like sambas with a little H. I just saw a lot of like chic women wearing these Hogan sneakers, and I was like, I want to be one of those chic women wearing these as well. So when I was posting these on my Instagram stories, many of you had told me that you had purchased these in the past, had loved them, and that you wanted to go ahead and get another pair. Yep, you need them. So if you're looking for the most comfortable sneaker ever, really nicely crafted sneakers, like these are really well made, but they are so comfortable and chic. Hogan's are the way to go. So excited, and I have like 2 other styles that I cannot wait to pick up. So that was sort of my big sneaker purchase here was the Hogan sneakers. Then the next pair of shoes I got were actually sandals that I could not resist. These are Jimmy Choo sandals. They have the little faux pearl embellishment on them. They're almost like a little bit of an espadrille, but with a little extra oomph to them. They are just so cute. I could not resist. I just love sort of a classic sandal that's going to go with everything. I also have some Jimmy Choo flats that have the little pearl kind of band on them. Every time I wear those, I always get, asked where I got them. They're super comfortable and they just kind of elevate your look just a little bit more than just traditional sandals. And I just think these are so darn cute. And in these, I get the 37.5. I generally wear 7.5 US in Jimmy Choo sandals, but these are so cute, and the best part is that these look fantastic with all of your dresses, but these look just absolutely adorable with your jeans as well. Like, that's what I loved about these, is that they are comfy, but they're cute and they just look good on with everything. So if you were looking for a sandal like this, I believe they sell these at Selfridges as well. So if you're looking for the perfect sandal that goes with everything and is going to elevate your look, add a little bit of whimsicalness to your outfit, I think you are going to love these. And these do have a little bit of a wear-in period, meaning, I slip them on, they are comfortable, but like they kind of mold to your feet. So, if you're gonna walk miles and miles and miles, you're definitely gonna have a little bit of a wear-in period, but now I have to tell you they are worn in, and I just think they're so cute, and I've been wearing them with my jeans today, and I just think they're adorable. Now, another brand that I just completely fell in love with, it's not a new brand. I've always been a fan of the Tod's driving shoes. Like, that was kind of a thing when I was growing up in the 80s, 90s. But we popped in a Todd's boutique in Milan, and Hogan owns Todd's, or Todd's owns Hogan. Vice versa, one of those. One of the shops we went into had both, like Hogan's and Todd's, and my husband ended up getting a pair of loafers that he's just obsessed with. So I do want to point these out because if your hubby is looking for a like really comfortable shoe, this was what my husband fell in love with. These are just kind of like classic suede loafers, but they are so comfortable. He tried on several different pairs of shoes, and honestly he liked all of them, but this was the ones that he picked up. And I just again think this brand is like super high quality, kind of a classic. I loved some of the women's shoes. I fell in love with a handbag that I didn't pick up and I wish that I had. I will link it below, but the quality of Todd's is just sort of like quiet luxury. It is a designer brand, but it's not super outrageous. At first my husband was thinking about getting Gucci loafers, but they are not any cheaper in Milan versus the US, so it didn't make sense, maybe a little bit because you get VAT tax back, but the Todds were cheaper than what you can get in the US, so we were like, this would be a smarter buy. And he actually liked these because they're much more comfortable as well. So wanted to mention those, and then I'll show you the handbag that I love because it just was a classic bag and I just felt like the quality was there. It was just beautiful. My birthday's coming up at the end of the week, we shall see, but just really super high quality handbags that I feel like are sort of quiet luxury because they don't scream like, you know, designer. They had a slight T on the thing, so it does have the Todds logo, but definitely had fun in that shop. Now, speaking of bags, right before I left, I got a Miele Bianco bag, and this is like a great dupe for Bottega Veneta. It just kind of has that vibe, but it is a vegan brand. It is from LA, and this was the bag that I took to Europe, and this bag is absolutely fantastic. I highly recommend it. Number one, the size was perfect. This was super comfortable to wear. Nice shoulder bag, but it also, you know, I haven't unpacked, so I've got some stuff in here. But it also carried like everything I needed in here. It comes with a little bag inside here as well that you can keep all your essentials in, your passport and things like that. And this particular color is the nude bag. This is the Johanna large recycled vegan shoulder bag, and honestly I cannot recommend it enough. Also, this kind of got some major wear there and it is still in fantastic condition, and I really think that it is kind of chic looking, really nice quality. I just absolutely love this bag. So I also had some other beautiful bag options, but this was the one that I picked, and I just really love this, especially for travel. I don't know if you want to be taking like your favorite handbag or any of those kind of things, but this just worked out so well. It just kind of has that Bottega Veneta vibe to it, which we did go into a couple of those boutiques there. But if you're looking for a great vegan option of a bag, or just something that you want to travel with, I love this for sans traveling, but I was just so glad to take this on my trip. I kind of alternated carrying this bag around with me and my Lululemon bag. And this one, I swear, is the reason I did not get pickpocketed because this one was fantastic because I could keep everything in it, but I would zip it like this, and then it clasps like this. And then I could wear it as a shoulder bag here and wear this in front of me. So I highly recommend this, especially if you're going to be in crowded, busy areas where you may be more susceptible to pickpocketers. I highly recommend this little all festival bag from Lululemon, and I've already washed it. That was the other thing, is these are washable. I just think this is fantastic. So when you are actually shopping and such, you sometimes need to bring your passport with you so that you can get the VAT tax back. You want to be carrying something that's going to keep all your important stuff secure, and luckily for us, my husband's passport did not get stolen, so it was just simply having to like shut down everything super quickly. They were off to the races using his card already. Again, these were pros. So again, I'm not trying to scare anybody, but since we're like a little statistic now of people that did get pickpocketed, I'm going to say crossbody, keep it in front, and just when you're in really crowded areas and such, just kind of be aware. Now, one of my favorite things that I hauled while in Milan, well actually two things, was I was on the hunt to pick up the new Celine perfume called Zouzou. I had already seen the marketing and I had gone into the Celine in Rome, but they do not sell perfume at that boutique. So when I was in Milan, we went to the Celine boutique and I was able to like smell all the perfumes, and the new Zouzou had just launched the day before, and I ended up completely falling in love with this scent. This was love at first sniff. I'm gonna go ahead, put this on. I'm completely head over heels in love with this scent. It is the, oh, it is the best. This is sort of Celine's like gourmand scent is what I would say. It definitely is going to be for those who love vanilla scents or kind of slightly gourmand scents. This is vanilla powdery goodness. It's got this warmth from benzoin and tonka bean. It's got some like caramel kind of overtones, but it's not too sweet at all. Definitely smells sort of this sophisticated vanilla powderiness. It's not too sweet. It's got labdanum in it as well as this kind of vanilla musk. So again, it is like warm, but it's got that kind of little bit of like musk, kind of adds like a little cleanliness or clean note to it. So it's very warm, enveloping, like a good, like give yourself a little hug. My whole family loved the scent. So my husband, my daughter, my son, everybody loved this. So it's kind of a crowd pleaser. And when I tried it on, it was kind of giving me the Chanel Coquette vibes, meaning that had that kind of bitter almond powderiness that was sort of chic and sophisticated. And to me, this had this like, it's definitely powdery, but in the best way possible. But it had this like vanilla musk powderiness, that warmth of tonka bean. I'm somebody who loves fragrances with tonka in here. It's got patchouli, so it has almost like an addictive note to it. And patchouli can be kind of either earthy, or it actually can give you sort of like a clean note to it. And in this particular Zouzou, I would say it's leaning onto the clean patchouli note, but it's got that addictive nature that patchouli fragrances give you. I wouldn't say it's super pronounced if you're somebody who thinks you don't like patchouli in fragrances. It's not like, ooh, this is patchouli oil. Like to me. I didn't even know it had patchouli in it. I just knew it had that kind of addictive quality to it. But this one just smells so darn good. And another thing that I found interesting is it actually works well in summer weather. So sometimes I always think of like these kind of gourmands or those notes I would think of, you know, really shining in cooler weather, but this was launched during this summer, and I think it is because it's giving you this like slight gourmand nature, but because it's got that Celine DNA in it, kind of that Parisian kind of frivolity in it, this makes it suits well in warmer weather as well. So I just fell in love with this. The story behind this fragrance, it's all about echoing the lively and slender allure sported by the 60s icons, faces from movies and literature, the eternal Parisian, constantly reinvented by Hedi Lamaine. It is just an addictive fragrance. Love at first sniff. And I also had so much fun at the Celine boutique. Again, everybody there is so nice. I had the best experience at the Hogan boutique, at the Todd's boutique. Like, everybody is super friendly in Milan, and the sales associate was super nice, gave me some other samples. So I will be doing a full review of Zouzou along with some other Celine perfume because I've just kind of fallen in love with that brand. So excited to pick up Celine Zouzou. Definitely recommend this perfume if you are somebody who's like myself. You like a little bit of a slight gourmand fragrance, vanilla, but you want it to be a little bit chic, not too sweet, have some warm, ambery kind of elements to it. I think you're gonna love it. And of course, I love the aesthetics of the brand as well. Now, another boutique we went into that we had the best experience was the Creed boutique in Milan. Creed is like so much cheaper in Europe than it is here in the US. My husband and I had just attended a Creed event here in the US, had the absolute best time, and we both love that brand so much. So we did end up picking up the limited edition Millésime 1849, and my husband just completely fell in love with this scent, and it is definitely unisex. I love this one as well. I already loved the original that comes in the gold bottle, but it was very fleeting. Meaning it never stuck with me. This version definitely has some oomph to it. This is definitely a unisex fragrance. It is almost like an herbaceous, aromatic, woody, slightly floral fragrance. I love this because it's got ylang ylang in it. There's almost like a little bit of sweetness in here. It is just kind of a really unique, perfect summer scent. It smells like amazing on my husband, but I love it too. We've been sharing this. We kind of bought it as our anniversary present for each other to share. It is our 28th anniversary. We made it 28 years, and we were just having so much fun at the boutique. I will admit I kind of wanted to blow it out and buy a couple other things there because the price was right. Like, literally you can like buy two fragrances for the price of one in Europe, but we had just picked up some other goodies here in the US, and I love my sales associate Anna Warren here in the US, so always want to support locally here. But this fragrance is going to open up with Calabrian bergamot, so there's going to be some freshness in here. It's got a lot of warmth in here as well. There's definitely some floral notes in here. It's got jasmine, it's got ylang ylang, as well as a touch of rose, and then it's got this like really awesome woody base that is cedar and laurel, so it kind of dries down kind of like a woody floral aromatic scent. It is stunning, perfectly unisex, and kind of a fun little purchase that we made together for each other. Now, my daughter has been on the hunt, I swear, for like the past 2 years for the perfect boots, and it was so fun because when we were in Milan, we were walking by a little boutique and she'd seen the perfect boots in the window, and they happened to be her size, and they are from a company in Florence called Ben Hart. And again, just had the best experience with the sales associate there. The boots happened to be her size, they fit her, they were just exactly what she's been on the hunt for years, and they are just beautiful boots. And again, the brand was Ben Hart, which they happen to have a store in LA as well, so it was kind of a funny coincidence, but she was beyond thrilled with that purchase. And then we got my son some beautiful linen shirts. They would just look so perfect on him. They fit him to a T, and we bought them in Palermo at kind of a unique little shop, but I'm blanking on the name of the shop at the moment, but I will link that down below in the description box. Now, a couple items that I purchased before I went on this trip, but I kind of wanted to give a shout out because I ended up wearing them so much. Number one, I wore all of my quince dresses, the ones that I did my packing video. Those completely got worn. But before we went on the trip, I did pop into J.Crew and picked up a couple linen items, kind of shirt linen blends that I just loved. And one of them is this tank top here. This is just a linen blend tank top. I love the neck here, the classic stripes. This was a well-worn item and an item that my daughter tried to steal from me. But I was like, no, I love it. Kind of a classic piece. I love my stripes. And then they had these awesome linen t-shirts. That key is linen. You need breathable fabrics, and this was just such a great little striped tee that was really breathable. I got this in the color natural as well, that it's currently being washed. And then these are kind of drip drying right now, so they're still a little damp here. The Soleil linen pant from J.Crew, and these just are so perfect. They're just these classic kind of linen pants, slightly I would say slightly wider leg at the bottom, but these were another pair of pants that were just worn time and time again, so wanted to mention that. And then this particular shirt I'm wearing is one of the Irish linen, I believe it's like McNutt shirts, and this one is the Etienne, I believe, that is oversized. Picked this up in an extra small. It is plenty roomy, but this was just such an awesome piece because I could throw it on like with my tanks or my shirt. I could kind of wear it open or just wear it along with anything that I had. It just became such a versatile white linen shirt. I just love these ones from J.Crew, and I believe they're on sale. So I kind of wanted to mention that because when I popped into J.Crew to just kind of fill in the blanks in my suitcase, I ended up wearing these pieces, and they just were perfect for the hot weather and just kind of the perfect summer pieces. And then I'm going to quickly mention a few other things that I'm going to do more in-depth videos on and that I'm home. But I did attend a webinar with Oliver Crisp, who is the founder of Acro Fragrances, and they had just launched their Smile perfume, which I absolutely love. If you were looking for like happiness in a perfume, this is it. I'm so excited to share more details about it, but that was one that I just kind of instantly fell in love with, and I've already been a fan of that brand and their fragrances, so I can't wait to kind of give you a rundown of their fragrances as well as their new launch called Smile, which truly puts a smile on your face. I also have the new launch from Raja Parfums. This is the Isola Soul perfume. I had the opportunity to wear this throughout my trip, completely fell in love with it, and can't wait to share. This is another perfect fragrance for the summer, and again, kind of a crowd pleaser. My whole family loves this scent. And last but not least, I was so excited to come home to a box from Commodity. I have been dying for this new launch, and this is the new Juice. I was dying. I think I missed it by a day before we left, and that fragrance has been highly anticipated. I'm so excited to share my thoughts. I'll give you a heads up. Kind of love it. If you are a fruity floral lover, this might be your go-to scent. There's been so many beautiful launches lately, but this was one that I was looking forward to. This has got strawberry, raspberry, rhubarb. I'm gonna do a whole video just on this new launch. I'm so excited about it and could not wait to get home to experience the 3 different interpretations of this, the expressions of that fragrance. So I am back home, a bit jet lagged, but I'm so excited to be back. I have so much fun content coming your way, so stay tuned for some upcoming videos. So although we had the best trip ever, I have to tell you, I missed these little guys so much, and I just do not like being away from my little baby O. And Satchmo, so it feels so good to be home with my little babies again.